Now we're going to learn how to solve equations with variables on both sides. We're going to begin with just two-step problems with variables on both sides. So we'll start with our foldable. We always begin with it. We're going to start by, of course, drawing the wall. And at the top of our foldable, it says step 1, do we have any grouping symbols? Do we have any parentheses, brackets, braces, or fraction bars? And no, we do not have any of that in this problem. So then we go to step 2, which is do we have any like terms on the same side that we can combine? So we look, there's nothing that can combine with this negative 6x. And on the right, you can't combine these two because this has a variable and this doesn't. So a constant and variable can't combine. So then you go to step 3, which says, do you have variables on both sides? And the answer is yes, we do have variables on both sides. So typically what we do is we look at our problem and we try to move the one that has the smallest coefficient, or in this case, we want to combine the x and the x and get them on the same side. So we are going to move this negative 4x to this side so that the negative 12 is over here by itself and that we can get the x's together. So we're going to do the inverse of minus 4x, which would be plus 4x. Over here, we're going to do plus 4x. Minus 4x and plus 4x cancels, and we're left with negative 12. On this side, we have negative 6x plus 4x is negative 2x. Now it's just a one step. We want to get x alone, so we're going to divide by negative 2. Divide by negative 2, because what you do to one side, you do to the other. Negative 2 divided by negative 2 cancels, and over here we're left with negative 12 divided by negative 2, which gives us a positive 6. Now we're ready to check it. So when you're checking with variables on both sides, it gets a little tricky because you have to check both sides of the problem. So we need to do negative 6 times 6 and see if that is equal to negative 4 times 6 minus 12. So this is where your calculator is going to come in handy. Obviously, this side we can do without a calculator. Negative 6 times 6 is negative 36. And on this side, we have negative 4 times 24 is negative 4 times 6 minus 12. Let's do that one in the calculator. Negative 4 times 6 minus 12. So negative 4 times 6 minus 12 and hit enter. We get negative 36. So then on our equation here, does negative 36 equal negative 36? Yes, so it checked out. So you see, you work the left side, then you work the right side and see if they equal each other, and that's how you check to see if you were right. All right, let's do example number 2. Draw the wall. Okay, so we have 8x equals negative 2x minus 10. No grouping symbols. Okay, so then we go to, do we have variables on both sides, or do we have like terms to combine? The answer is no. Then we go, do we have variables on both sides? And the answer is yes. So negative 2x and we have an 8x. You usually want to move the smaller one, so negative 2x is smaller. And plus, if we move that over, then our variables will all be the same and our constants will be on one other side. So we're going to do the inverse of minus 2x, which would be plus 2x. And what you do to one side, you have to do to the other. So minus 2x and plus 2x cancel, and I'm left with negative 10 on this side. Over here, 8x and 2x makes 10x. Last step would be to divide by 10. Divide by 10, because remember, you multiply or divide. And negative 10 divided by 10 is negative 1. So then again, let me show you how to check. Everywhere up here that you see an x, you're going to plug in what we got for x, which is negative 1. So we're going to see if 8 times negative 1 is equal to negative 2 times negative 1 minus 10. And we just want to see if we plug in negative 1, we get the same thing. So 8 times negative 1, well, that's negative 8. So the left side equals negative 8. We need to see if the right side is going to equal negative 8. So negative 2 times negative 1 is positive 2. Okay? And then 2 minus 10 is negative 8. So it does check out. They both give us negative 8 when we plug in negative 1. All right, so now it's your turn. Pause the video and go ahead and work A and B by yourself. When you're finished, press play, and we'll go over the solution. All right, I'm going to go ahead and go over A. All right, so let's move our constant first. We don't have any grouping symbols and we don't have like terms to combine, but we do have variables on both sides. So we're going to move this 12x to the other side by subtracting 12x. And we're going to subtract 12x. So 12x minus 12x, that cancels out, and we're only left with a 30 on this side. Over here we have negative 3x and negative 12x. So same signs, add and keep. So that gives us negative 15x. All right, next step, divide by negative 15, divide by negative 15, and x equals 30 divided by negative 15 is negative 2. All right, let's check it out. Negative 3 times negative 2. We want to see if that's equal to 12 times negative 2 plus 30. So negative 3 times negative 2 is a positive 6. 12 times negative 2 is a negative 24 plus 30 is a positive 6. So checks out. All right, one more. Let's get another color. Here we go. Draw the wall. We're going to start with no parentheses, no grouping symbols, no like terms to combine, but we do have variables on both sides. So we're going to move the 2x to this side so that we can get the constants together and then the constant by itself and the variables together on the other side. So what you do to one side, you do to the other. We're going to subtract 2x from both sides. 2x minus 2x cancels, and I'm left with just 80 on the right. On the left, I have 7x minus 2x, which is 5x. Next step, divide by 5 to get x alone. And 80 divided by 5, use your calculator. Ooh, is 16. I dropped my tablet. So our answer here is 16. Let's check it. We want to see if 7 times 16 is equal to 2 times 16 plus 80. All right, so let's do 7 times 16 first. And I don't know what 7 times. I would have to work that out. 7 times 16 is 112. So now I want to see if this side equals 112. Well, I know 2 times 16 is 32, and 32 plus 80 is 112. So it does work. Checks. Great job.